What is going on, guys? Skip here and welcome back to another episode in our Road to Glory series. Today we are back with finals day cricket. Durham take on Pjizma, Pant and the Outlaws at Durham Stadium. And if you did join us last episode, you would have seen that it was an absolute grind. The captain putting the team on his back and ultimately just getting the boys over the line with a couple of overs to spare. You can see that the two best teams in the country will battle it out today. The big boy has just caught the eyes of the English selectors, so today is very, very important. I don't know about you, but I got a good feeling about this one. Let's leave it there. I'll catch us all at the toss. If you do enjoy Cricket 22 content, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Leave a cheeky comment down below. I promise you'll make 100 in your next innings. We do live stream over on Twitch 4 days a week. I'll leave all my links in the description, so make sure you click on in, come and say g'day, and let's continue to put cricket back on the map. So here we are, ladies and gents. Welcome to Durham Stadium for the final of the one-day plate. Nottinghamshire travel up with a full playing 11. We've got Malto umpiring from both ends. We got Bettingham, Ewing, Crabtree, and the lads ready to try and win themselves some glory today. The coin goes up. Tails never fails. We know the Pjizma special, and on this occasion, it's going to beat us. Durham win the toss on a hard, dusty wicket. What is the big dog going to make us do? He's going to put the lads in to have a bat. Let's see if Pij can do it. Set a total and bring home the trophy to Nottingham. Well, out he comes, fresh off 90, not out. And I tell you what, we are in about the same position as last time. 101 for 2 after 21 overs, and Pjizma needs to put his head down. Big Potsy at the top of his run-up for over 4.3. He rolls in, he bowls a half volley, and Pij just punches this to mid-off for no run. Well, we struggled with our timing last episode. Can we make the necessary adjustments today? First ball, we got on our hips. Pjizma just punches it nicely. He comes back for a couple and he gets his final underway. Well, how do we go about this one? We chased the total last time. Now Pij needs to set. Cox comes in. He bowls a flat one and we get the reverse sweep out. Good batting, Pjizma, Pant. Joe Clark goes to 39 off 50. We've got 26 overs to bat. Cox comes in. Pij goes back and he plays and misses. Well, it was a bit of a nervous start last episode. Can he just shake the butterflies and just play his own game? He gets a full one from Cox again and he punches it to the man on the ring, no run. Well, boundaries will be the key. How does he go about it? He gets a fuller one this time and he beats backward point nicely. Can he come back for a couple? Yes, he can. Manipulation station of the field. Pjizma, Pant, you have grown up. The last ball of Cox's third over. He tosses up. Pij goes the big swing and he gets no ding. And after 25, it's 1-2-2 for 2. You need to go the big swing when Joey Clark's teeing off down the other end. Dempsey rolls in and he gives Pij the classic half volley on his legs. And I'll tell you what, the 220 centimetre beanpole isn't going to miss out on that. He doesn't get 4. Can they come back for 4 or run? We're going to push Joey Clark, and we do. Well, there's one. All run 4. Not quite the boundary, but the same result. Dempsey in. On a length. Pjizma goes bang over square leg. He doesn't get all of it. Does this one trickle away for 4, though? Yes, it does! Well, that is just pure cricket knowledge. Bang, bang to start the over. Still no square leg, and he steps across. This time he gets a little bit more. It's going to land safe. Fine leg comes around. Can he stop it? He can. Can the boys get back for 3? Yes, they do. Well, we've read the room. Intent is the key. Dempsey, the bowler, they're going to target. He gets short, and Pij plays and misses. Clark moves to 49, the score 143 for 2. This is brilliant. And so is that. So is that. Oh boy, he is here to play in this final today. Well, that is something that we just did not see in the semi-final. Targeting all bowlers. Cox round the wicket this time. Pij sweeping nicely. He pumps those big legs. He tells Clarkie to do the same. He gets back for 2. Oh, yes. Clark getting a little nervous on 49. Pish says, hey, bro, I got you. Gets a length ball from Cox and he punches it to the sweeper at cover just for one. The partnership continues to soar. Is this the next block of 10 overs where the Outlaws will look to put their foot down? Cox around the wicket. Pjizma gets onto a sweep shot. Is it got enough to come back for two? He throws the wrong end and he does. The intent is there. He's just struggling to hit these spinners for boundaries. He comes in for the last of his 6 Pjizma helicopters, and after 32, the Outlaws are 178 for 2. Cox continuing, milking him better than the cows at the moment. We don't have to panic. He comes round. Pjizma sweeps. He sweeps nicely. Yet another picket fence. Can the boys push 2? No, they don't. With double change, 39 off 38 for Pij. No boundaries in the last little bit. We've crawled our way into the 37th over as we pat this one to the bloke on the ring and we pick up 1. A couple balls left in Rain's over. He goes length and Pjizma just dinks this one down to third man. Can the boys come back for 2? Oh, it's good run and good cricket all round. Shout out to Pradosh for making these sliders as realistic as possible because we cannot hit a boundary on this dust bowl. The last comes in from Rain and Pjizma just whacks this to the bloke at cover point. They come back for 2. Get home, Clark, get home, and he does. Well, Potts back into the attack. The partnership continues to tick along. We thought we were going to accelerate, but the conditions haven't allowed us to do so. These are moments where you've just got to stick fat. Third man, fine leg up. Potts gets short and Pjizma cuts nicely back with a point. Can he take the arm on? He decides to. Can he dive? Yes, he can. We spoke about the intent. Maybe the big dogs just flicked the switch. He comes in. Pij looks to lift it over, slips. Thank you very much. I think this could be it. Does it go all the way? It does for 4. There is 50. 222 for 2. Richie would be absolutely stoked. Superb batting from the big fella as he looks to lift his next ball. All he does is just lollipop it to backward point and he gets down the other end for 1. Well, they know how well he uses pace. So what happens? Spin comes in. Henry Cox in. Pjizma sweeps. Oh boy, he's starting to manipulate the field. Does he come back for 2 on the arm? Oh, yes, he does. You've just got to believe 65 balls left in this innings. Cox over the wicket. Doesn't know what to do to the great man who sweeps reversely. Again, I don't even know if that's a word, but he accumulates a couple more to the total. That brings a change in the field. Extra cover now becomes open. Pish step on this and wait for it. No, he lollipops it to cover no run. When does he pull the trigger? I reckon right about now. Thurston in for over number 7. Pjizma waits for it and he swings and misses. The intent's there. Mid off a little bit wider. Can we wait for this one? Yes, we can. Pij puts his foot down. I don't think he's going to pick up 4. Does he? No. Well fielded. They come back for 3. Thank you very much. Mid on and mid off still a little bit wide and it's just too juicy not to whack. He gets a full toss this time. Does he get all of it? Yes, he does. It's 4. Super batting from the big dog. Well, he waited patiently. He got the ball he wanted and he smoked it straight back over his head for 4. Well, that is what the doctor ordered. 247 for 2. Dempsey rolls in, none for 49. He bowls this one short. Pjizma steps on it and he finds backward point. Does he get all of it? He doesn't. The boys really put their head down and run. No, it goes for 4. Well, that's what good captains do. They put their foot down and start to accelerate. Dempsey, what you got this time? He goes slow and Pjizma. He chops it back on and that is the end of that. The captain drags it on the cross seamer. Got him and Dempsey's laughing. Oh boy, just when we thought we'd ramped it up, he sneaks one back onto the stumps and there we have it. Well, although there were not too many wickets taken, it was a hard wicket to really put the head down and get stuff going. Pjizma only hitting the 6 boundaries, but still maintaining more than a runner ball with his score. The Outlaws posting 325 for 4 after their 50 overs. The accelerator was hitting, and now Durham have it all to do. We're picking up play with the first ball of the chase in the final. Pjizma's got the fresh white. Let's see what the big dog can do. Well, this is it, ladies and gents. Pjizma Pant stands at the top of his run-up and he charges in first. Rockets on the body of Lees. He hits him on the leg. They ask the question. Not out. Well, we've kept Malto busy first one, and Pjizma really does look the goods. He rolls in ball number 2. Lees goes back and he defends the mid-wicket, no run. I wonder if the Outlaws have just got the best of the batting conditions. Pjizma's going to extract something out of this. He does. It's an edge from Lees, and it goes all the way through slips for 4. Well, 6.5 required. You'd expect the batsman to let the hands go. Pjizma again this time. Lees steps back, and he cracks it back with a point to third man for a single. Been an eventful first 4 balls. We get the first look at Cox. What's Pjizma got here this time? Cox steps outside leg. Dot ball to mid-off. I wonder if you'd be expecting the slower ball Yorker. Pjizma for the last of the first. The big captain gets it going. Cox hits this to mid-on, and after 1, Durham a 5 for none. Obviously, the first 10 overs you want to attack. We'll let the conditions sort themselves out as Pjizma's in for the first of his second. They make some noise and Cox is uncomfortable. Got to keep Malto busy. We've tried a couple in-swingers. We're going to move to the cutters. Pjizma in, good line. Work to mid-wicket, no run again. This has been a superb start. 6 runs, no wicket, 2.4 bowled. Pjizma in. This time it gets whipped off the legs as he caught it. Yes, he has. Pjizma's got one in the final for the Outlaws. Yo, beauty! The pressure was applied. The batsman wanted to go over Fine Leg's head. That's a good catch running in from Fine Leg. He takes it. Pjizma's excited, and the Outlaws have got one on the board. Well, you can tell your story, Walker and Alex Lees. It's 1 for 6, pick up sticks, and Pjizma Pant is off to a start. Cameron Bancroft, the next man in. What's he got for the last of Pjizma's second? He steams in, tail up this time. Bancroft goes back and he lollipops it to Hasib at mid-wicket, no run. And after 3, Durham at 6 for 1. We struggled for wickets in the semi-final. He puts the captain's touch early doors on this. The first of his next is a little slower and Cox works it to mid-off, no run. We tried a couple of swingers, that didn't work, so now we take the pace off it. Pjizma in, slower ball this time. Cox just got nothing to work with. Intelligent bowl and Pjizma Pant. Last ball of the 5th. He's been absolutely fantastic. Can he close off with a maiden? This time Cox goes back. He's 1 off 13, causing headaches for Durham, and they stay at 12 for 1 after 5. We get a first look at Johnston. He's 4 off 3, got off to a relatively good start. Pij once again just nags and nags and nags and nags, and you can't get him away. Is this the moment where we try and blow his stumps over the ground with a fast Yorker? This we try. It's a low full toss, and he can only hit it to mid-off again. No run. Well, you know what? Stuff it. We'll bend the back last of the spell and see if we can knock his head off. We try our best. He lollipops it to mid-off. 7 overs bowled. Pjizma Pant, you are a star. Well, Pjizma spells himself, and look at that score. 62 for 6, pick up sticks as we're into Dempsey, and all he can do is hit it to mid-off. You can almost smell the trophy now. Party time in Nottingham. Pij rolls in, he gets short, and this time Dempsey lifts him back with a square. Does he come back for 2? Yes, they do. Well, he's hustled and bustled, but he's got his team there. Can he pick up some filthy wickets to finish off? Dempsey in behind this one, no run. Instead of bowling that good length stuff, we're going to try and knock the stumps out the ground. Party time for Pij as he closes off the 16th with another beautiful set of 6, and it's 64 for 6. They've come to Durham and absolutely pants them. Pij looks for the Yorker. Johnson wedges this out mid-wicket in the game. Dot ball. 2 overs left in his spell. It's 91 for 7. He rolls in good length and Dempsey gets forward and slashes him through point. Superb shot. Not too sure if it's going to go for 4. Is it? It is. Well, if that's the first boundary you're going to get in over 7 overs and have it. Pjizma again. This time he's a little straight and Dempsey works him off the leg. Some late hitting from the big dog. They pick up a couple. If Dempsey's looking to get after it, we don't mind it. We're still going to attack the stumps here as we get the leading edge and it goes to cover. 1 bounce. The boys take a single, but we don't mind it. We're going to get a look at Big B Rain. Pjizma's running out of time. Can he step this one through? It's promising. It's a late cut. It's a dot ball to backward point. The last ball of his 9th and the 25th. Take a bow, Pjizma Pant. Take a bow, Pjizma Pant. He's knocked his stumps out the ground. You'll be UT Pjizma. Benny Rain gone for a duck. It's 8 for 98 and the wheels have fallen off at Durham. Matty Potts, look out. Well, I told you he wasn't far away. He just wanted the second wicket. He gets it as he comes in for the final 6 balls of the one-day season. Well, he stepped up when it has mattered. This has been the captain's touch. He rolls into Potts and he works it forward a square for a dot. You can see him at the top of his run-up. He's smiling. He's loving every second. Can he pick up number 3? Finds the edge. Potts gets it down. The third man picks up 1. And here we have it, the final 2 balls of the 10-over spell. 2 for 28. It wouldn't be a Pjizma spell without the short one. He lollipops it up. Forward a point and they take another 1. And here we have it, the final ball of the 10th over. Pjizma Pant 2 for 29. He looks to hit the stumps. He misses. Potts lets it through. And after 27, Durham are 100 for 8. And 100 for 8 became 236 for 9 in the end. But don't stress, Nottinghamshire fans. The boys get the job done by 89 runs. Number 11 making 50 not out. Lockie Dempsey getting 93. But check out the wicket takers. Pjizma Pant, a captain's performance. 2 for 29. 72 with the bat. And Nottingham, the silverware is coming home. And coming home it is. Pjizma gets in for a well-earned chicken twisty, ladies and gents, and that will be the end of the one-day plate. Nottinghamshire absolutely turning up, getting it done, and winning the game by plenty. He had to hustle through it. He had to put the team on his back, but at the end of the day, all 11 rounded up. They turned on, and they got the job done. Well, we are going to leave it there for today's episode, guys. Thank you so much for being with us. It was a season of ups and downs, lefts and rights, but at the end of the day, this star member and emerging English talent continues to put the right foot forward, take scalps, make runs, and in the not-so-distant future, you know he's going to be a legend of the game. If you have enjoyed it, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, leave a cheeky comment down below. Make sure you swing over to Twitch and catch us in our live streams as well. But until the next time, ladies and gents, look after yourselves and those around you, and I'll catch you in the next one.